Boom. All right, what's going on, you guys? It's Royce Jacob. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk to you about when I'm personally planning on buying the dip on Bitcoin before we see that beautiful Christmas rally that I'm expecting to play out. Now, keep in mind, guys, I could be wrong on this. This is just my opinion. We could see this rally happen sooner or later than I'm expecting it to personally, but this is what my money's on, and I'm excited to share with you guys why that is. So, as always, we'll go over each topic that we're going to be discussing, and we'll dive into each one individually. In front of us, of course, the most important part of this video, Bitcoin on the charts is looking promising right now, but I want to talk to you guys about why right now as I'm recording this, it's fortunate how this timed out, is a very pivotal point for Bitcoin in terms of the short term, okay? And it has to do with this yellow line right here. But you guys know the deal. We will get into this at the end. Of course, I will give you guys my price targets on the downside, on the upside, because again, I do think we'll see a pullback prior to that beautiful, beautiful Christmas rally. That, of course, will be a gift, okay? So we will take a look at Bitcoin on the charts, of course, but first we got some good fundamentals to cover with you guys. This is a great article I stumbled across titled Tyler Winklevoss, smartest people in the room buying the Bitcoin quietly. Okay, so it's important to keep in mind, you guys, although I'm expecting a pullback in Bitcoin in the very short term, I'm still very, very medium to long-term bullish on Bitcoin. And I think the end of the year going into 2021 is going to be amazing for Bitcoin. And I just want to talk to you guys about why that is. Of course, we always have to back up the fundamentals. You guys know I'm a Bitcoin bull, and it's always important to back up the fundamental case for Bitcoin, because although the technicals matter, it's always the fundamentals that will ultimately drive this rally forward and to levels that we've never seen before. Okay, so we'll go over this article. I do also have a relative piece of content that I want to recommend to you guys. Great interview with Raoul. I'll just recommend it to you guys right now. realvision.com, Real Vision Crypto. It's free to sign up. This is not an ad by any means. I just really respect each of these three individuals as figureheads of the Bitcoin space. I think they do a lot for the space and a lot of good. Just spreading the right word about Bitcoin and shining a positive light on the space. Okay, so Real Vision Crypto, Raoul, their founder, CEO, with the Winklevoss brothers. You guys may know them, the social network, very early investors in Bitcoin. They own the Gemini exchange. These two are absolute titans of industry. It's titled Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss, Bitcoin is the Trade of the Decade. Just released December 10th, so brand new video. I just finished watching it before I hopped on to record this, and I highly recommend you guys check it out as well. Okay, so realvision.com, just check out the crypto. It's free to sign up. Okay, so lastly, before we do get into it though, I will ask you guys, as always, to please give the video a like if you do go on to gain value from it today, or if you're bullish on Bitcoin yourself. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, want to catch more content like this, and of course, check out my complete portfolio daily newsletter, first link in the description. If you want a complete breakdown of my entire portfolio, I do update that every trading day, and with every update, I also send out an email newsletter explaining and rationalizing the trades I'm making, and just giving you guys any thoughts that I believe are important and that I want to share with you. Keep in mind, those are real-time updates during market hours. It's not just crypto, it's crypto-related stocks, it's biotech stocks, EV stocks, precious metals, all the above, anything I'm excited about in the land of investing. Okay, so first link in the description if you want to check that out. I appreciate it, and I do need to read this. Sorry if you guys have heard it before, but last time, because I do leave for Big Bear tonight. So holiday heads up. I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be gone from December 13th to the 23rd, heading up to my cabin in Big Bear to spend some quality time with the fam and get some snowboarding in. Unfortunately, I won't be recording any content up there, but of course I will still be trading, and the daily newsletter will still be going strong. I'm pre-recording a few general videos that I'll post while I'm up there, but I just wanted to give you guys the heads up. If you do happen to want any daily updates from our favorite stocks around here, you got to join the newsletter, fam. So again, you guys, if you do want daily updates, I'm very excited to see where Riot and Marathon Patent Group and MicroStrategy, Bitcoin related stocks go over the course of this week. I definitely have price targets on the downside for those as well. So if you guys want to stay up to date with my trades and my thoughts on stocks like that, Bitcoin related stocks, and again, every other stock in the market, first link in the description. Greatly appreciate it if you do, but if not, no worries. Let's get into this. So of course, you guys, we will just quickly go over this article, establish some strong fundamentals to get us pumped, and then go into the technicals and talk price targets. Big name financial players continue buying into Bitcoin. Throughout 2020, more than a handful of traditional financial giants have picked up stacks of Bitcoin, including the likes of billionaire Paul Tudor Jones, Mount Rushmore of investing right there, and business intelligence firm MicroStrategy. These investments are part of a flow of big money entrances into BTC, Gemini crypto exchange co-founders Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss recently said. And I quote, "This is the most sophisticated investors, the smartest people in the room, buying the Bitcoin quietly. So it's not a FOMO, fear of missing out thing," Tyler said in a CNBC interview published on Friday. "Major institutions are here for this go round, as opposed to Bitcoin's retail-led bull run in 2017, Tyler explained. So you guys, this is what we've been saying. Many of saying this is not like my unique idea. Institutional adoption is what's leading this rally, is what's going to lead the 2021 rally, in my opinion, to a six-figure Bitcoin, okay, to that $100,000 plus Bitcoin by the end of 2021. We got to 20K in 2017 with solely retail, like strictly a speculative retail bubble is what caused that 2017 rally. But now the fundamentals around Bitcoin are so much stronger. Like legendary investors, again, like Paul Tudor Jones, BlackRock firm, like one of the largest investment funds in the world, is picking up Bitcoin, and the fundamentals around it are so much stronger. And these whales have way more money to put into Bitcoin. Okay, so again, the whales picking up Bitcoin makes it that much more scarce of an asset. Again, you guys, if you haven't heard me say this before, there's not enough Bitcoin in the entire world for every single millionaire on earth to own one full Bitcoin. So just try to digest that, you guys. I think that's part of my elevator pitch for Bitcoin, just because that's a good way to put it in perspective. There's, I think, I don't know how many millionaires there are in the world, but there's only like 18.5 million Bitcoin in circulation right now. There will only ever be 21 million, and there's more millionaires than that in the world. Okay, so good stat right there. Sorry, I forgot the number of specific millionaires in the world, but that is a true fact. Over the course of this year, in addition to Tudor Jones and MicroStrategy, Stanley Druckenmiller, Jack Dorsey's Square, MassMutual, and Guggenheim Partners all have gained exposure to Bitcoin. Again, right there, big names, the whales. Their crypto plays coming live with an unstable global economic atmosphere rife with money printing efforts. Bitcoin is often compared to gold as a store of value and inflation hedge. Druckenmiller and Tudor Jones align themselves with such a narrative. Tyler Winklevoss added, "Also, you have publicly traded companies like Square and MicroStrategy putting their treasury cash into Bitcoin because they're worried about the oncoming inflation and scourge of inflation with all the money printing and all stimulus from the COVID pandemic lockdowns." When asked about Bitcoin's volatility as an asset for transactions, the brothers called Bitcoin a buy and hold strategy comparative to gold. "We see Bitcoin right now as an emergent store of value that will disrupt gold, and that gets us to a $9 trillion market cap for Bitcoin," Tyler said. "So it actually doesn't have to be used as a currency, and the volatility doesn't matter if it's actually a store of value," he added. The billionaire also expects some level of dwindling volatility for the asset over time. At the time of publications, Bitcoin market cap sits at about $335 billion, a far cry from $9 trillion, although the asset recently broke its all-time high price set in 2017. So you guys, again, this is the exact argument I made in the video I posted probably a month or so ago about my $500,000 price target for Bitcoin. If we see a $500,000 Bitcoin, that gets us to roughly a $9 trillion market cap, and that is the current market cap of gold. And that's why, you guys, I don't think Bitcoin is going to replace the US dollar by any means. I think if it does become a global reserve currency, I think that's 20 to 30 years out, maybe even longer than that, like 50 years out. But in the short term, I do think it'll be used as exactly what it is, an absolutely scarce asset that cannot be created out of thin air like fiat currency, and the ultimate store of value, the ultimate efficient store of value, okay? So again, hopefully that got you guys pumped to get into this price action. Again, I'm believing we're going to see that Christmas rally. But before that, I do think that we might see a pullback. So let's talk about this. The reason I said that this is a very good time for me to be recording this video is because we're right at the top side of this line of resistance on the short-term downtrend. So again, since that peak we saw at the end of November, Bitcoin broke its all-time highs, hit 19.9, almost 20K. We've been in a downtrend since then. We've been correcting, okay? We've gotten to a low over the course of this correction just a few days ago at about 17.5. And right now we're getting really, really close, arguably breaking. Technically, we did just break above this short-term line of resistance. So if we do close a 4-hour significantly above this yellow line right here, if we can close, just to play it safe, if we can close a 4-hour at 19,000, I think it's very likely we could continue this rally. Okay, so that's important to keep in mind as well. I'm releasing this tomorrow, so we'll find out by the time you guys watch this. We'll all know. So we'll see what happens here, but you can definitely see a lot of traders are going to be looking at this. This shows how many traders are involved in Bitcoin right now. It's a lot. There's a lot of money involved. And again, I do expect, although we did technically break this just barely, unless we see a closure above 19,000, that we will ultimately pull back. And my target on the low end is right here at about 16.9, but I'll comfortably be buying Bitcoin at 17,000. Okay, so the reason my target is about 17,000 is because it lines up perfectly with, as you can see right here, this high on November 16th prior to seeing a significant parabolic rally from about 17,000 to about 18.5. Okay, so that would make sense because it was the previous high prior to the current rally we're on. If we did come down to there, it would set a new higher low. So as you can see here, high, low, higher high, it would make sense to come down here right there. Our low for the last pullback was about 16.2, come up to 17,000. That would be a higher low, and then after that, that would make me a lot more comfortable buying Bitcoin. And that's where I would personally be comfortable buying Bitcoin, because after that, we have reached that level, we have set that higher low, and I think we could go on to set those all-time highs once again and finally break 20K for good. Once we hit 17K, if we don't just break this now, say we break this now, both my price targets. So this will either play out very soon or over the course of the next few days, probably going into next week. And that is that we either break this yellow line right now, again, closure above 19K, will probably come up to test this blue line right here. That was a significant level of support on this ascending channel from the 21st of October. You get this first touch point on the bottom at the beginning of November. Beautiful ascending channel, textbook ascending channel right here. Ever since Bitcoin broke below it, it has been correcting. But I do think that we will, TA 101 right here, you guys, if we do break above this line right here or come down here, we'll ultimately come up to test the line that was once support for this ascending channel and use it as a new line of resistance. At that point, I think it's likely we pull back here. I don't know how much we pull back once we get to what would be about 22,000. Say we hit it on December 18th. So very soon here, you guys, this might happen. This might play out in less than a week's time. So be ready. But I do think that at about 22,400, we will probably see a pullback. Call it just 22,000 just to play it safe. Around 22K, give or take a few $100s. I do think we'll probably see a pullback. I don't know if we'll come down this far back to 20K, but maybe pull back around here, maybe float around, capitulate a little bit, maybe print a little bull flag, and then ultimately go on to set that Christmas rally. And I do think my price target for Christmas, if we do test the top side of this ascending channel, which is what would make sense to me, okay? So either we come up here, test 22.3, come down, and then come back up and break into the ascending channel and go on to test the top side. That might happen a little later than Christmas. It might happen New Year's, but I do think it will happen sooner than later. But we could also just break through this now. If we get back into this ascending channel, that's pretty much the main thing that matters. Once we reclaim this ascending channel right here, I think it's only a matter of time before we test the top side of this channel. Say we hit it very soon. Say we hit it on the 17th, that would be a $24,300 Bitcoin. If we hit it once again on Christmas, that would bring us to over $26,000 Bitcoin. So those are my price targets, you guys. Sorry, I'm stumbling a little bit here. I'm just super excited. And again, I go on vacation tonight, and I'm kind of bummed that I'm not going to be able to keep you guys posted. But again, newsletter fam, Waves fam, we will be talking about this every day. I get to put that much more time into the newsletter and talk to you guys. And again, you guys always have direct access to me. So if you guys want to ask me anything specific about any of our positions in regard to Bitcoin or Bitcoin related stocks like Riot, Mara, MSTR, of course, just hit me up in the comments wherever you want to. But you guys, I'm excited. I do think that whether it's Christmas, New Year's, whether it's the beginning of 2021, I think Bitcoin is going to be 25K plus. Been saying that for a long time, and it's awesome to see it come to fruition. So let me know down below what your guys' price targets are for Bitcoin. If you're bullish personally, if you think we're going to see a greater pullback prior to seeing 20K again, please let me know down below. Always love talking to you guys. Always love learning from you guys. And I'll catch you in a week or so. Okay. So until then, you guys, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.